Good morning. It is September the 6th, and we're still Monday, September 11th will be the first time we have a full market usually. Yesterday, North Korea was back in the news, dominating the news with more nuclear tests supposedly. This time hydrogen, not atomic bombs, and stock market sells. So North Korea is trying to enhance their bargaining chips when they go to the table to get their next payoff for being a bad boy. If you keep rewarding bad behavior, as we do, we should not expect anything any different from this. But so they'll be dominating the news cycle again today. Start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the factor designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, yesterday's strong market was tied to the North Korean news. We went straight up. We probably have achieved the high in Globex. It was done off of the opening. We've got a B pattern right now, so we've got pretty good resistance at 16 to 20. And I'm guessing we probably have pretty good support at 4 to 8 as the market opens. So we'll be playing for a 4 to 8 support and resistance at 16 to 20. Have a B. We should work lower. We should test support this morning. We have some news. We have international trade minus 44.1 B. I don't think anybody will pay any attention to that. PMI services 56.9. It'll get some play, not much. ISM service follows at 55.8. That will be the news focused, in my opinion, and in direction of ES will be the second. E-mini is trying to trade higher this morning. So ISM services and the direction of the E-mini should be the two factors that dominate our market. We have the beige book. And people will be looking for the usual hawks and the usual doves and some sort of reading on the state of the U.S. economy in the 12 Fed districts, or regions I guess they're called. So our first buy is 5 to 9. And then 29 to 01 will be buy 2. On the sell side, 15 to 19, sell 1. 23 to 27. If the E-mini is selling, we do not want any part of the short side of the market. As far as the local economy goes, from what I could tell out in Colorado, I mean, it is absolutely booming all over, just construction going up. The prices in the Rockies are eye-watering, just like the elevation, right? The feeling out there was pretty good economically. If you look people around, people everywhere, just absolutely packed. We went out to the western slope, out past Paonia. One mine is open out of the 4 that they have up there. So the unit train cars of steam coal are leaving. So things are pretty prosperous in Colorado and western Kansas. You can see new equipment. You saw Caterpillars, John Deere, heavy road moving equipment, lots of steel, just a lot of stuff going on right now. So the economy looked pretty good from my standpoint, just driving through. And I think the economy might be a little bit stronger than the stats indicate right now, but that will unfold. Summer stats are notoriously unreliable, and the economy is usually stronger than the summer stats show. That will unfold this fall. Okay, looking at the 30-year, 4 to 8 is number 1. 11 to 15, sell 1. and 19 to 23 sell 2. I'm playing for a trading range today. Don't see a lot going on. We'll make 24.28 number 1, 17.21 buy 1, and 9 to 13 buy 2. Be picking up on buy 2 this area right through here, that extension. Gold has prospered because of the threat, the drumbeat of war. And will the deficit be raised? The deficit ceiling has to have treasury bills. So we probably got a seller get stops above 1350. Got to get there first. So we'll make 47 to 50 sell 1. 54, 56 sell 2. On the buy side, 39 to 41 buy 1. To B, let them go for stops below the overnight low. And then 35, 37 buy 2. Looking at the euro. 1950s to sell, so 45, 55 sell 1, 75 sell 2. A very strong market, still moving up. The threat of war. North Korea is not going to attack Europe, of course. Just the United States or Guam. Time will tell. We'll make 1910, 1920 buy 1. Pick up the value area low right there. And then we'll make 90 to the buck buy 2. Okay, looking at crude oil, the threat of war takes the price of crude oil higher usually, and has. Let's go back and take a look at F1. So definitely a seller at 50, and we've gotten to this resistance at 49. Right now we've got this high volume number right here at 49 and a quarter that has pulled us to it. So moving higher, do a J split if I can get it to work here, and then an S split. Goodness, we'll just leave it like that. That probably reflects what's going on. So we have made it to the high volume number. Pointed up, so 25 to 50 sell 1. Long side of the market is the side to play from, and 75 to 50 is sell 2. So stops above 50 I think is where this market is headed. Theory says we should get to this number. We have. Next stop is this low volume area up here. For stops above 50. We'll have the APIs tonight, EIA numbers tomorrow, and so we're going to have pretty good support at 49 even, so 48.75, 49 buy 1, 48 and a quarter, 48.50 buy 2. Okay, if North Korea magically announces today that they're going to go to the bargaining table and we were just kidding and all the saber rattling, etc. It's a joke, then price of crude oil comes up pretty quickly. Until then, though, probably have pretty good support. Okay, looking at the E-mini. Stocks sold following yesterday's lead in the United States. We've come back pretty nicely, so we had this move out of the middle. Got this break in the market right here at 65. We look like we are trying to trade up right now, so 65 to 70 is where resistance is. Leaning against that D period high right there, so 67s to 70s would be the ideal sell. Got to get through 64 first, though, so we're going to put a question mark here at 64.66, and hopefully we can get the 69s to 71s done. Resistance is at 65 right here, you can see it, and structurally getting stops above that shouldn't be too hard to do, and then we'll see what we have after that. Hoping this morning to come in by 55s to 57s. Might have to pay up a little bit, but we'll get started with 55s to 57s. And I'm going to put a question mark at 60. They make us pay up early in the session to get long. And 50 to 52 for buy 2. So we'll see what kind of selling we have at 65. Looks like it's not going to be too difficult to get through. And pick it up from there. Today's news focus, ISM services at 55.8. And technical resistance at 24.65 to 24.70. Okay, going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy with that. Be back with you as soon as possible.